Assalamu alaikum dear students. So today our topic is project management process. The third one steps in the project management process, that is project execution process. So as I discussed in my previous lecture, that project execution process, that is the practical shape of the project planning process. And project planning process we discussed in details that in project planning process we are doing planning for the different activities of the project which took place, like risk management, time management, cost management, budgeting, human resource managements, procurements. So all these activities should be done through by a proper planning. Now, project execution process is the practical implementation stage of the project planning. We can say that project execution is the practical of the project planning. Once we make planning in the planning process, so we are assigning practical shape in the execution stage. So project execution process consists of the practical or actual implementation of the task to complete the projects. Only project doesn't need plan. Yes, plannings are important. Execution of that planning is also important. So in the execution stage of the project, if you looked out this diagram, so these are the different activities which should take place in the execution stage, like project quality management. That is the planning. We make planning. Now we will assure the quality of the project. Then project human resource management. So how we can do it, like acquiring project team, development of project team, then managing of the project team. Practically we will do this activity. Then project communication management, distribute informations, manage the stakeholders, expectations, etc. and etc. Then project procurement management, like conduct procurement, how we can do the procurements. So one by one now we are going to discuss these things. So project execution is the third phase of the project life cycle and one of the most vital of the project phases. It is the phase, dear students, where you will construct, means a project manager will construct the deliverables and present them to the customers and the key stakeholders. This is usually the longest phase of the project life cycle and predictable by the most demanding. Ram Chern and Larry Bossidy, these was the successful project managers. So they defined the execution stage in their book, The Discipline of Getting Things Done. That is the name of the book. And they define the execution stage. They say that execution is a specific set of behaviors and techniques that company needs to master in order to have a competitive advantage. So project executions is the key purpose is to complete the work defined in the project management plan and to meet key project objectives. So during this phase, a project leader will focus on the key process. And what are the key process? So managing people in a human resource, following process properly which are specified in the planning, then communicating informations to all the key stakeholders, sponsors and the team members. So project quality management. So project quality management and execution process, that is through which quality is properly managed and maintained throughout our projects. While the context may be imply that quality means perfections. So in this case is usually more about ensuring quality consistency throughout a project. However, what is exactly meant by quality is beholden to what the customers or stakeholder needs from the projects, and therefore can be different on a per project basis. The quality that is different per project basis. Some clients, they are wanting high quality products and services. Some projects, some customers wants a lower. So it should be different from customers to customers. But modern quality management and project managements are complementary, dear students. Mostly both emphasize on customer satisfactions and underlying beliefs that quality leads to customers' satisfactions. The main objectives in project quality management is making sure that the project meets the needs it was originally created to meet, nothing more and nothing less. What they are in the planning stage, what's are plain. So now the quality should be assured. The assurance, quality assurance departments will assure the quality of that project. So in other words, we can say that to ensure the quality, you must meet the need of the stakeholders, meeting or exceeding the requirements of the stakeholders. However, it is not a part of the project quality management. The project managers and the project management team, they have a special responsibility to balance the quality in grade category or the rank assigned to a products or services having the same functional use but different technical characteristics. So this responsibility ensure the quality expectations of the client that should be met. So dear students, above my discussions, this means that it might be possible and reasonable to have a quality product and services or low grade or high grade quality product and services, but it is never acceptable to have a low quality product. Let's suppose there are the same things, the same product we are providing in the two qualities. One is in a high quality and one is in a low quality. So automatically you will accept the high quality products or services. So similarly, the in the project planning phase, when the quality of the product and services are plain, so then in the execution stage the practical shapes are given to that plannings, that which quality is plain. So in the execution stage work is done on that planning. Next one, that is human resource management. How to properly manage the human resource in the project. So the project management team is a subset of the project team and is responsible for the project management and leadership activity such as the initiating, execution, monitoring and controlling. So similarly, the human resource management, that is important part in the project planning phase. In project execution phase, now how to properly manage these resources, human resources. So first, acquire the project team. Acquire the project team, it shows that let's suppose if we need some human resources for a project, so a complete team that should be acquired. When a complete team is acquired, that should be interviewed, that should be checked out, and after that develop project team. Some pupils will be selected, professionals, personals will be selected, and from that a project team should be developed for doing the different activity. Then the team which is developed, after that teams should be managed, because in the project team consists of the different personals. So when a project manager or project management team developed a project team, so project team consists of all the human resources which is needed for the completion of the project. Like look at, if we doing a project like a construction of a house, so construction of a house consists of engineer, that team consists of engineer, then the procurement officer, the mason, the laborers, the electrician, the painter. So all these, so combined all these are called a project team. Now when that project team is developed, then manage that team is required. Manage that team is required means that we should specify the work of the personnel. Like engineer is a part of the project team, so now we can manage them. We should assign the duty to an engineer. Like if a doctor is a part of that team, so we should assign duty to a doctor. Similarly, the mason is a part of that team, so we will assign the mason duty to mason, the labor duty to labor, the crane operator duty to crane operator, the electrician duty to an electrician. Now, so this is the project human resource management. So in planning we make these things. Now practically we acquire the team, then develop the team, and then manage the teams in the execution stage. So the next one is communication management, that how we can make in the planning stage, we make the planning, that how we can make the proper communication. So in communication stage, now in the execution stage, we can properly give practical shape to our planning, that how to communicate the informations till the completion of the project. So distribution, distribute the informations, and how manage the stakeholder expectations, collect the informations from the stakeholders, that what type of the project they want, and then distribute those information to the concerned persons. I will explain this with a simple example. Let's suppose we have a business and we are producing some products. We want to bring changes in our product. So what we are conducting a survey. Being a project manager, our research and development department conduct a survey, and they are taking the information from the target customers. Door to door they are making survey, or they are distributing the questionnaires, etc. And in this way, they are collecting the information from the target customer, that what the target customer wants to to bring changes in the products, quality, product functions, product packing and packaging, coloring, etc., etc. When all these informations are collected, so then these informations are shared by R&D department with the upper level management. So in this way, communication took place properly. R&D department, they share these informations that our target customer, our stakeholder, our clients wants these changes. After that, upper level management take the decision to bring changes according to the wish of the clients. And similarly, the message is again passed to R&D department, and R&D department pass this message to the manufacturing units. And manufacturing units obey and collect the messages and obey it. And after that, they are producing those products according to the wish of the customers, bring changes. So this is the communication management plan, execution stage properly. The next one is the project management procurement. So look at in the planning stage, planning was made that how the procurement of the for the project should be done. So a process will be specified, that let's suppose when there is a need of the procurement, so first need will be raised in that department, where in which department they want to buy, they want to make the procurement, so they will give a written permission letter to the purchasing department will send it to the finance department will take the decision, will give the permission to the procurement department. Then procurement department will get the quotations, 2, 3, 4, 5 quotation according to the policies, and after when the quotations are they are getting, so after that they are selecting the best quotations, and when one quotation is selected, so then purchasing took place from that. So this procedure that is specified in the planning stage. Now practical shape is taken in the execution stage to procure or to purchase the concerned goods and things regarding to the project. So this was the execution stage. That simply we can say that execution stage is the practical, or we can say that that is the effort stage of the planning. So in this stage a lot of efforts are required, a lot of cost will also taken place, and a lot of time is also taken place. Keep in mind. So that's why if you remember the project life cycle model. So in project life cycle model, just a minute, here, this one stage, look it, from here to here, the cost is also increasing and time is also, they are taking too much time. Why? The reason is that one, this is the implementation stage. So here we need to do the work. So for doing the work we will giving too much time as well as too much cost will also taken place. So hope dear students, you will understand the execution stage of the project, that what is the execution stage of the project management. So this was the third steps in the project management process. First was initiating, second one was the planning, and third one was the execution stage. So after that we have monitoring and controlling stage or process, and last one is closing of the project, project closing process. So in the upcoming lecture inshallah we will discuss completely the project monitoring and controlling, because monitoring and controlling will took place of what, that is the comparison of the project planning and project execution stage. Here the project managers will make monitoring and controlling. Monitoring to check it out, controlling means that to take the decisions. So in monitoring stage the planning and execution, that should be compared, that either the planning, the execution took place according to the planning or not. And in controlling, decisions should be taken place, actions should be taken place. How? Look at like in planning we say that, let's suppose we want to increase our sales from 1 lakh to 1,20,000. We make the plan, we will in the upcoming months we will increase our sale. But in the upcoming month when we checked out, so our sale is not increased to 1,20,000. Still our sales is 1,05,000. So we make comparison here, and when comparison is made, so then in the controlling process the management take the decision that what are the reason that we are not achieving that target. What is our target? Our sale is 1,20,000. That is our sale target. So in controlling stage, decision should be taken place. So inshallah, in the upcoming class, we will discuss the last these two stages or this process of the project management process. Inshallah, I hope that you will understand the project execution stage. If again, I'm repeating this question, that if you have problems, so then you can ask me in your group as well, as I will solve your problem inshallah. For now, Allah Hafiz.